With me now, I have Mrs. Evelyn MacArthur, right? I hope I pronounced that well. Welcome, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Sorry about the short notice. I want to see how we can deal with this issue today once and for all. Okay, tell me, madam, what is the problem?
I don't even know what the problem is. I don't even know why I am here right now.
What infuriates you? What is the problem? Why do you hate your husband?
I don't hate my husband.
Why do you hate him?
Did you say 25 slap? This morning you sat on my head and you are lying. You are lying.
So you told her I hate you, right?
You.
Okay, madam. Okay.
You see it. She has started boiling again.
Calm down.
I'm just being quiet too, because if I give her one, because I'm just holding myself. I don't want to keep somebody.
Give who one?
Madam, please, not here.
Okay.
Please, tell me what the problem is.
Me, I don't have problem. But the only problem here is him. I don't know. I have never seen a man that talks like this man that calls himself my husband. Merua will pass. To. Barrow pusher. To. Ah, Oga, good morning. To. You don't even need to ask him question for him.
Was it my fault? When I married you, were you like this? You were smearing. Now, you see, we are not talking. You allow me to do me, slapping me. Were you like this?
Hey, you started though.
Started what? Huh? You want to start again?
Allow me to answer her. She asked me a question.
Look at it. National TV.
Yes.
Please, let me answer you. Talk to
I am her husband.
Yes.
I am her husband. I am National TV. She's talking to me.
Hey.
You see, woman.
Hey.
Does he provide for you?
He provides nothing. I do the whole provision and providing everything. When it comes to provide, I do everything at home. He does nothing. All he goes around is looking for those small girls at his age. At his age, a man with a wife like me at home.
Yeah.
If it were me, will you blame me? No more affection. She has beaten the affection out of my body. So what will I do?
What kind of affection?
Hey, easy. Not here, not on national TV.
What kind of affection are we talking about?
Hey, Mima.
What did you just do again?
Calm down.
Hey, Mima. Talk to him.
Who is it that you married? How did it degenerate?
This is not who I married now.
Okay, so
I don't even know how I married him in the first place.
I love how.
I don't even know how I married him.
Yes, you married him because
And I've been tolerating him.
You have feelings for each other. So now let's find out where we lost that. Let's try and address it from the beginning. Where we lost it. Maybe you feel betrayed because he's cheating, and maybe because you feel he's talking about you too much outside. But the truth is this, there's no justification for you to lay a finger on your husband. It's considered domestic abuse, and under the law, it is a punishable offense. And so you should be careful. And don't forget, these kind of small problems can lead to big ones. It can be easy for the devil to come into play here. And you want to just have a normal fight.
The devil.
You can just lose him. One slap and he can just slump.
No, he can't. Me. I'm just hiding my husband.
So let's be careful. We need to now deal with you. We are going to bring you in for anger management classes and try and see how we can control this emotion, control this anger and pain, and try to start your healing process. But you need to agree to work with me. You need to promise me that you are taking responsibility for your actions as from this point on. And also promise me that this will not happen again.
I cannot promise that for now. Unless if he's willing to change.
He will change. He will change.
It's not that I want to offend my wife. I am not always like that. If she respects me and be submissive, we'll be living happily. When I saw you, I loved you.
And who told you that I loved you? Who told you that I loved you?
But madam, you are still with him. That tells me that you still have feelings for him. Madam. Don't you still have some feelings for him? Isn't he still the love of your life and the father of your children?
Well, right now, I don't know.
Right now, you are hurting. So that's okay. But he loves you, don't
I
you?
love her. I love her.
See?
He loves me, and yet he goes around.
Now,
they
so
make
try
him-
serious, they reduce now.
Okay, okay. Apart from that, sir, losing weight, we have to do that together as a team. You don't talk down at her like that. You make her feel less important, and that's why she gets angry. So you work with her, help her, her diet plan, you exercise with her. Slowly, you guys will get there. Another thing is that if a man does not get respect in his home, he will go and get it outside. No matter how small a man is, you must give him due respect. Because that alone, you know, when women say that men is only sex that bothers them, it's not true. The number one need of a man is respect. And if you don't provide that respect in his home, he will go outside to get it. He needs validation. He needs to know that he's a man. He needs to feel so and be in charge of his home. You've taken that away from him, and that's why you are getting the worst of him. So these are the things we need to look at and turn this situation around. You need to look at where this started from. Of course, I know your marriage did not start like this. I know that things gradually got worse. And so let's go back to the beginning and treat it. But there are some basic rules before we start this treatment. We must both take responsibility for our actions. You must acknowledge the fact that you have been abusing him, and that is not good. And that is putting your life and his life at risk. And that should not be tolerated at all. Of course, you also know the effect that this has on your children. You
see what he's doing. You are talking and he's doing.
He would come out of it. He'll come out of it. But I need you to be the submissive wife now. The first thing you need to do is to apologize to him on your knees, as you have been brought up to do. At the end of the day, we're Africans and we're Nigerians. We have culture and tradition. There are ways things should be done. A man will always be a man. There's hierarchy in every area of life. So let's take it from here. As from today, things will be different. Okay?
It's okay.
Okay, so now I need you to apologize to him.
Am I supposed to do that here or
Yes.
when we get home?
No, here. You start here. You continue at home. But let's start here. Let's take the first steps here.
Okay. What will I say?
You say you're sorry for everything.
Is that all? I'm sorry.
No, not that kind of sorry. Like a real, genuine sorry.
I'm sorry.
A real, genuine sorry.
He will first of all start doing what he's supposed to do.
He will. He will. We're working on both parties here. It's just that
But
you
why
are the
didn't
wife.
you ask him to apologize first?
Well, no, you are the wife. And you have been the one that has been hitting him. So you should apologize first. Okay? Please. He's still your husband. He's still the love of your life.
I'm kneeling down. National TV, isn't it?
Not just for national TV. We're going to take this home as well.
Sorry.
A better sorry.
I've said sorry.
Not that kind of sorry. You just threw that one at him.
From my heart. Sorry.
Mima, I am flabbergasted.
Sir,
Flabbergasted.
you need to embrace her now.
Okay.
But before you do that, I need you to tell us what is the way forward, what you are going
So I
to
can
be
stand
doing.
up,
Not yet. Just after you tell us what you are going to do with him and me from this point on.
I promise to be a good wife.
Oh, good.
But only if he changed and
He
be
will
a good
change.
husband.
He will be. He will be. Sir, over to you now.
Mima, I am flabbergasted. Evelyn High Chief Makata. You know I love you. This is not how it started. My baby, my love. Oh. I will also swallow my anger.
Yes.
Swallow my pride.
Yes.
Because I love my family.
That's good.
Oh. Adam Nobi. Adam Nobi. Adam Nobi. Let me give you to go. Facebook. Instagram. And Twitter. Oh!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing you will not see in the house of Mima. There you have it. The process has started. This is just the beginning. We are going to be bringing to you more and updates about their story and the progress that they make as we work with them. as much as possible, I'd like to even remind caregivers out there, counselors out there, those that have been abused come to. Please and please do not blame them for the abuse. Do not make them feel like they're useless and worthless for surviving and for coming to you. Do not turn them back. Do not make them feel bad about it because it's already bad. So as much as possible, be confidential. Give them the support they need. Don't take decisions on their behalf. You can't be the one to go and take a divorce on their behalf. Let them come to it. Identify the fact that they should know what is even abuse, what they term as abuse. Find out their own definition of abuse and use that to explain to them what the true position of an abused person is. Gradually, you can then make them see the problem with the situation and help them through it. Because information reaching me tells me that many counselors out there, many people that people that have been abused rush to always have, make one mistake or the other. We have policemen that want to sleep with women that come to report abuse to them. You even have spiritual leaders. You have older people that you are supposed to trust, and they are supposed to, help you out of this situation. You go to them, and what they do is exploit you instead. Therefore, I want to appeal to all of you, and I want to encourage you today to help someone in need. You can always reach me. Send me a message, send me an email, reach me on social media. I would definitely be there to help you through it. Stay with us. I'll be right back. Welcome back. You won't believe who just walked in. In our celebrity corner today, I have with me Funky Malam. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I arrested you finally today.
Don't use that word arrest. It's
okay, I kidnapped you.
Politicians.
I kidnapped you.
Kidnapped. I think God beg you.
Anyway. At least I can get from that blow money, even if it's 50.
Forget that ransom thing. I think God beg you. No provoke those people with the pity me.
Welcome. We've been dealing with some issues on the show. Domestic violence. There's just been people pouring in, so many calls we are receiving. Oh, my husband is beating me. Oh, my wife is beating me. In fact, it's now become like a trend. And because of the internet, we have more information. Women are coming out more, and even some men are coming out, but in an anonymous way, not putting their names or their faces, but actually complaining that their partners are abusing them. What's your take on it?
Well, when it comes to domestic violence, most of the time, especially the NGOs look at the male parts only, and then forget about the female or the side. And as long as you are treating gender equality, when it comes to domestic violence, you have to treat it equally at the same time. Just like you said, the men are complaining, the women are complaining. Yeah, it sounds funny when a man says that my wife beats me. She fit too. I'm telling you, because there are so many factors involved. One, you have the other room domestic violence, you have kitchen domestic violence, you have financial, you have the bully and the taekwondo and all these things. So, but then the women have their own way. She doesn't need to beat you,
yes,
physically, do the taekwondo or kung fu. By the time she starts starving you with your own money, it's domestic violence. And the most important one was when you are in the peak in the other room, and she said, my friend, go to sleep. Then that is the most painful one. I mean, you prefer she beats you and then
than
absolutely. But then the other side that is more common, that we see women with black eyes or whatever, I think that's the most dangerous one, because this other one we talk might not even kill you or put you into a very tough condition. But that beating, we have some women being hospitalized, some died.
Some die,
So I think people should learn to control their temper. Sometimes when you talk, somebody will say, I'm very temperamental. And then you get, are you proud of that? I mean, it sounds so funny. Are you proud of you being temperamental? Learn how to take cold water and cool your temper, and then be a nice person in society, and then move along with your family. And sometimes I think when trouble starts, you as the man and woman should now sit down and try to understand what is the problem.
What is even really the problem?
Sit down and sort the problem. If it is not working, look for a solution. You don't have to die for it.
It's true. You mustn't even be in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you say for better, for worse, doesn't mean that for better, for death.
Yeah.
You understand?
Two different things.
Absolutely, because sometimes you now find out that this man doesn't like anything about you. And then, but sometimes I get even surprised when you compare two guys dating a girl, and then the other guy that so love her, cherished her, she doesn't like him.
That's the
thing. But the one that bullied her is the one that she will cry and go back to him. So sometimes I don't know.
I've had people come in, and it's like a fetish. They are not turned on until the man beats them.
Sometimes you have to use kobuku.
Tie them up.
Yeah,
all those kind of things.
A lady that was even saying on one radio program I had in Lagos, she said, if she opened her clothes, you need all her bag and her skirt because of the flogging and everything. And it's like, are you an animal?
Yeah, like
that if the guy did not beat her, bully her very well, that
she doesn't
really reach her orgasm.
Oh my God, it's a sickness.
In fact, if me, I go surrender because I can't be beating you every day. Otherwise, you go to police station and sign.
That's the day you die. No, not me.
Not be murder I commit.
No.
Now suicide you commit.
No, it's bad.
It's bad.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Before we went on the break, we were dealing with the issue of domestic violence. I pointed out that there are different forms of it. You know, many people are going through it without even knowing that they're going through domestic violence. Of course, you have emotional abuse, where this person chips at your emotions, your feelings, and makes you feel worthless, where, you know, continuously and gradually this person is brainwashing you into believing that without him or her, you cannot function. Nobody else is going to treat you well except them. And then you also have situations where you are comparing yourself with your friends, your neighbors, trying to say, okay, since my own is just one slap, there is no problem. It's better than my neighbor's own. So expanding on that now, I'm bringing us to our situation room. And we're going to be getting the opinions of my team members. What do they think? What do they advise? Ruth, let's start with you.
Domestic violence, you know, over and over again, we've been talking about husbands beating their wives. And then I was like, you know, I was like, let me even look at this thing. Like, is it tilted just to one angle? And then, you know, I got to read and know that wives beat their husband. Right. Now, you know, wives. They call it, domestic violence against men. You know, and then I got to read and I discovered that 1 in 4 men are physically abused all over. Like if you count 1, 2, 3, the 4th man, the wife is
that high?
Yes. And then I saw 1 in 7 men are severely physically beaten. You know, and then and then 1 in 10 men are raped or physically violated. Yes, 1 in 10 men. And then and then I still, you know, found more that 1 in 18 men are severely injured. So like this thing has its own stages, you understand? And then I wanted to know more to just go, you know, I always come and give you guys statistics in the house. So I now discovered that one report in 2015 said, as against 2007, wives and girlfriends that were convicted, you know, was 1,840. But as at 2015, it skyrocketed to 5,650 wives and girlfriends. You know, that's you know. So women, and then bringing it down home here, I said, Kai, this is like, you know, outside the country. Let me look at what's happening. You know, and then I discovered that there's this case in Benue State here of one John Ajene that the wife chopped off the husband's manhood.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
You chop it with
ripped it off, and then, you know, for what was the reason that he was seeing another lady, and that was a way. And then there's this one of infidelity is even still okay. Like okay, this one chopped off. Now there's this one the wife chopped off the husband's manhood for not providing for the family.
Oh, wow.
What? Now, see, the truth is, before all these things are like this, there's been little, you know, like that abuse, you know, and all of that.
It starts from
verbal.
somewhere.
It starts from somewhere. And then this man that they said one Israel Obi, the wife boiled vegetable oil, very hot, and poured it on the husband.
Oh my God.
You know, so there are so many. Like, I don't want to keep saying it because I was reading and I got emotional. You know, and then this man was so nice. That's the Israel. He was so cool and okay with it. Went to the hospital. The neighbors took him to the hospital. He got better. He told them they should bring his wife. It's his wife. I'm telling you the gospel truth. It's his wife. They should bring the wife. That everything is fine. They got better. He got discharged. They came home, and then this thing continued. And the woman, after a month, stabbed the same husband with hot vegetable oil on.
Okay.
So like, ma'am, this thing it's you know.
Ruth, let me tell you something. All these things, if you notice, I'm quiet.
It's because you are in the...
Let me talk.
Oh yeah, now let's let him talk. You said Malam.
You are listening. He come today, so just talk, flow.
But I'm just surprised.
If you like, you'll be surprised. That's your own. Let me express.
Flow. Let me hear what you have to say.
So, I'm telling you that all these statistics or whatever I give you, they are bullshit.
Are you serious? Should I give you the link?
Forget link.
These human beings are real, no, like.
Put the link there.
The pictures are there, Osas.
Excuse me, forget picture.
Osas, are you trying to say?
A man can never be
No,
molested.
no, Osas, no,
Don't
never.
It's never. Any man that is molested is not a man.
What do you
So I was today and a woman carries something to come and remove my teeth for what?
You
What is happening? It's not possible.
Why is Osas like this?
He's not going to warn you. It just happens.
They are sleeping now. They happen. They are pressing my remote in my village to be sleeping. Then the woman come
Why is Osas just on the market?
No, don't deceive people here. It's not
Are you
possible.
kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I'm serious here. What are you telling me?
Osas, these things are real.
It's not real.
No, but also on the more serious note, these
yes.
things are actually quite serious.
Thank
They're
you,
quite,
Tutu.
you know, they're
Thank
quite
you.
heavy. And you know, you know, when you think about this, when you actually think about domestic violence, like you said, Ruth, a lot of people keep just focus on the women that are being abused, you know, and you can easily tell from the women that are abused. But the men, it's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit tricky
For
to
stigma. They have
because
that's true.
they're intimidated all the time. You can see from their countenance the confidence as a man is no longer
A man
not
cannot
there.
be intimidated.
Oh God, Osas.
Why are you using never? Never say never.
A man cannot be intimidated. I know they usually intimidate you. That's why I'm talking like that.
The truth be told.
You don't think that men can be
I'm not
abused?
thinking, Mima. I know that I know. It's not a matter of intimidate the man.
Please, Tutu.
This kind of offense people, they call in public and pretend. Whereby I'm ching. You don't so.
Go ask my spouse now.
You're supposed
Do you know me?
Yes, I was saying before Osas keeps yelling in my ear all sorts of nonsense.
Okay,
Never.
I was saying to you,
Rose,
did you see that? Because she's trying to intimidate me.
I'm listening. Osas, can you listen?
I wouldn't even need to intimidate you.
Small girl.
Osas, I will just sit on you. That's all I'll do.
I'm here.
Please.
Okay, guys. This argument is continuing. I'll be right back.